So hi guys and welcome to J9 Ruth L Books. My name is Janine. I am a UK based YouTuber. I run this channel. I do have another channel which is J9 Ruth L, will be linked down below. That channel has everything apart from books on it, so feel free to go and check out the randomness that is the rest of my life. This channel is going to provide you every Friday with a book related video because I am a huge book nut and love reading, and so I felt it was time to start BookTube. So here we are. This video, my first one, is going to be my September TBR. So I hope to do monthly TBRs and monthly wrap-ups. They're useful, they're interesting, I love watching them, I love to see what people have read and what they haven't read and what they're going to read. I love these kind of videos. So here goes with mine. There are 2 books I need to finish and a few other bits and pieces. So we'll start with the 2 books I hope to finish, and one I definitely will finish, I'm very close to finishing, is this one. This is by Robert Jordan. It is The Fires of Heaven. It is book 5 in the Wheel of Time series. The front cover sticker destroyed the front of my book. Unimpressed, but not that unimpressed that I've bought a new copy. At some point I think I'm going to have to. I love this series. Now this is high fantasy and high detailed high fantasy, so definitely not for the faint of heart. You do have to want to read these books to read them. I absolutely love the series. I actually forced myself to stop reading the other morning. I'm about 30 pages off from the end of this now. So yes, this is going to be finished. So do this one, move on to the next, and at some point, hopefully, won't be this year, but next year, I'm going to finish reading the entire series, which will be really good. So, where to put books? Back on floor. Sorry, not enough space to put the books anywhere else at the moment. That's good fun. The next book that I'm hoping to finish is this one. This is Kathy Reichs and Bones Never Lie. This is one of the Bones series of books. Title gives it away. I'm about halfway through this because there's a short story in the end. I am liking this book. I like her books. I don't actively seek out Kathy Reichs' books. She's not one of the authors that I keep an eye on when she's releasing, but if I see her books in the library or if I see them in Sainsbury's and I'm like, I want to buy a book, then I will buy them and I will read them. I'm liking this book is really interesting, so I can't wait to finish this book. So next we're going to move on to library books because there's a bit of these are due back the 1st of October, so I kind of have to read these if I can. So the first one here is by James Patterson. It is Nevermore. It is book 8, I think, in the Maximum Ride series. And all about not finishing a book. Well, I caved this morning and I finished this book already, so it was a TBR and I finished it. It's a really quick book. James Patterson books they're short chapters. This book was okay. Basically, was okay. But I have finished it already, so TBR and finished before I filmed the video. So yes, if I'd filmed the video when I wanted to film the video originally, I wouldn't have finished this book, but I wouldn't have also had this book either, so good fun. The other library book I have here is The Auschwitz Escape, a novel by Joel C. Rosenberg. This is going to be an interesting read because I've actually got a book written by one of the people that actually escaped from Auschwitz, and so it would be nice to read this and just see what Rosenberg has done with this book. It's a fairly meaty book, but the writing isn't too big. Writing's not too small, I should say. So this shouldn't take me too long. It looks, again, it's nice short chapters, so it's perfect for just sneaking a chapter in here and there. Love it. So I can't wait to see how this is. I love history, so it would be nice to see how this works as a piece of historical fiction. So next we have 2 other print books that I hope to get to, but may not happen. Kind of obvious, but book number 6 in the Wheel of Time. This is Lord of Chaos. Want to get on to reading this book because, again, I'm trying to read the series, so I like move on to the next one. Fairly obvious about that one. The next one is one that I found in Sainsbury's that looks really, really interesting and I really want to read, so this is why it's on my list. This is called I Am Pilgrim by Terry Hayes. This is his debut novel, and this just looks intriguing. The back looks good. This just looks like a really intriguing sort of crime thriller story, and I cannot wait to read this. It just looks too interesting. The writing, the writing's normal sized, it's not too small, so it shouldn't take me too long to read, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Let's try. Things everywhere! Piles of books everywhere. So the next thing I have here is my Kindle, and I'm currently, that's my Kindle Paperwhite, I'm currently reading through the second Sherlock Holmes book, which I actually now can't remember what that's called. So let's find out, shall we? Oops. Can't remember my passcode. I can, just it doesn't want to go in. Yes, I have a passcode on my Kindle. Let's see, there is a... The Sign of the Four is what it's called. I've read a study in Scarlet. This is the Sign of the Four. I'm really enjoying reading Sherlock Holmes. Arthur Conan Doyle does a really good job. And like after seeing this and seeing the two Robert Downey Jr. films, which I saw before I read this, seeing this, reading this, Robert Downey Jr. did a fantastic job with the character. I can almost see him reading these as you go. But also the TV series, Benedict Cumberbatch, again, does a really good job. So I'm really happy that that is the case, and I'm enjoying reading these. I got the complete collection for, I can't even remember how much, but it really wasn't much, maybe £1.50 or something, and it's like all the Sherlock Holmes novels and short stories, so definitely worth a go. The last thing we have is Audible audiobooks. I use these a lot. I use these whenever I just want some noise and I don't want a music. Oh God, good first impression. Yes, I'm crazy. Hi. This is embarrassing, but we'll continue. I love Audible. I've been using Audible for many years. I do love the audiobooks, and this year is the first year I'm actually including the audiobooks in my my Goodreads book challenge for the year, because the amount of time that it takes these, if it takes 8 hours or so to read a book to me, that's about how long it would take to read, maybe a bit quicker, but then it takes a similar amount of time, if not quicker in some of these cases, to read these books. And so I do include them in my Goodreads book challenge. My Goodreads profile is linked down below. Please come be a friend. You will then see on the bookshelves there is Audible, so you'll be able to see the audiobooks that I've listened to this year. There's a 2015 shelf, so you can see what I've read this year. And then there is previous shelves and a couple of other shelves on there, so please come be friends and you can see me trudge through all of these. So this is my lovely phone, my iPhone 6 Plus, wrong finger. So Audible, we have, I've started The Murder of King Tut by James Patterson, which is James Patterson and Martin Dugard. It's a non-fiction piece, so be able to see how that goes. I'm also in the process of listening to 11/22/63 by Stephen King. This is taking me a while, but then it's a fairly lengthy book. I'm about halfway through now. I've got like 15 hours left. I'm enjoying this book and it is really nice. I love having the Stephen King books read to me. The narrators always do a really good job, so that's fantastic. Waving the phone around. I'm also in the process of reading Private by James Patterson. So that's going quite well. I don't think I would have picked the book up. I don't think I had the book anyway. I may have the book somewhere in this black hole of my room. It's okay. It's a James Patterson book. I'm not as impressed. I think I prefer some of the later ones because I've read Private India. That was quite interesting. I don't know if I'm going to like this one, but I shall finish it before I pass final judgment. Also listening to, actually very nearly finished, The Key of Light by Nora Roberts, which is the first in the trilogy. I love these books. I've actually read them before, but it was quite a few years ago now, and the audiobooks are fantastic. I love having them read to me. They are a great background noise if I'm doing anything. They're also really nice before I go to sleep because I can relax while listening to these. Oh my lord, getting really bad at that. I am also in the process of listening to The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich by William L. Shirer. This is 57 hours in length. I won't be finishing that anytime soon, but it is on my list of things to finish, so check that out. So, anyone wondering why I'm a bit of a nutcase in this video? I am fueled by Relentless today. Not even finished it yet. This could be fun. Editing's going to be interesting. My parents are going to think I've gone nuts later. You already do, I think, but hey. So yes, thank you for watching this video, and stay tuned for the wrap up at the end of my September wrap up, which will be hopefully up soon after the end of September, and you'll be able to see how I do with the list and the listening. So hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. If you're going to watch this on a Friday, if not, have a fantastic day, night, wherever you are. I'm trapping things on my jumper, and I will see you guys next week for another book related video. Bye guys.